What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the Flagrant Talk Sports Podcast. It's the Flagrant Talk crew here.
Come on.
And we got a great episode for y'all today. Today, we're going to be doing a tier list. This is part 1 of 2. We're going to be tier listing every NFL quarterback in the league, starting quarterbacks for this upcoming season, starting with the NFC today. So we got a nice little tier board here that Zay cooked up for us. So I appreciate that, Zay.
Of course.
And we're gonna jump on into it, Zay. What do you got? Anything else for the intro?
No. The only thing I was gonna add is Mo and I have not talked about a single quarterback. So we're gonna go into this. One of us is gonna say, "Hey, this is where I'd put him," and if we agree, sweet, they're sitting right there. And if not, it'll lead to a bit of a debate, and we'll see if we can come to a compromise. So
let's go. Let's go back and forth, Zay. I'm thinking you wanna.
Let's do it.
You want to start us off? Are we going in order as it appears down there? So why don't you start us off with an easy one?
Okay. First one, NFC East. The only quarterback I'd put in this tier, Mr. Jalen Hurts, just went to the Super Bowl. Looks to be the best quarterback in the NFC. Just signed a big long-term deal in Philadelphia. I don't know what more I need to say other than this guy's really good.
He is by far the best quarterback in the NFC.
Agreed.
It's not even close. Yeah. Unfortunately, it's kind of sucky as a football fan to hear that because my team's in the AFC. So kind of hurts. No pun intended. But
love Hurts.
But he's obviously the only elite quarterback I think in the NFC. There's a lot of great quarterbacks in the NFC, but
agreed.
None at the elite level like Jalen Hurts. So.
Totally agree. Now it's your name. And if you can't tell, we are going by division. So we'll do NFC East, North, South, and West. Danny Dimes, though, of the New York Giants, another guy who just got a bag. What do you got, Mo? Where would you plant him?
My guy, Danny. We know the lore. QB1.
We do.
He did get a large bag. Was it earned? Was it deserved? It's up in the air. It's a lot of freaking money for Danny.
Yep. Vanilla
Vic. But I was about to say, he's a dual threat. He's got the legs. He's got a great arm. He's got Saquon. So
maybe
that maybe. So that helps him out. But I think Daniel Jones is a great quarterback in the NFL.
Wow.
Zay. I feel like you were going to go in the above average category. Yeah. I feel like that's where you want to put him. But I want to put Daniel Jones in the great because I think, he's sleepy, dude. He's a sleepy QB. He's quiet, but he does it all. I think he's a really good quarterback. Say, let me hear your side. Let me see if you can bring him down for me, though.
So I personally, you were right. I have him at above average because he's better than the average quarterback.
100%.
He is absolutely a guy I'd say is like a fringe top 10 quarterback. So that's where I personally had him.
Okay.
I am cool with putting him in great for now. And then once this list is done, we can say, okay, this guy may be a little too high because I'm not like mad at it. I personally would just have him in above. So I'm cool with sticking with your pick and keeping him here for now. And then we'll go down the list and see.
I will add, when I was doing this on my own with my tier list, we have each tier, but as my tiers went on, I kind of had it so like the number one guy was like this guy's closest to being elite. So I'll agree with you. He could be above average, but let's leave him in great. At the end of this, I could see him being first above average, last great type of player.
Totally agree.
He's right there.
Yes. I think the NFC is just, and as we go through this more, we'll obviously highlight it. There's a lot of just like above average, really quality, and that's not a knock. Like being above
solid,
being average is fine when you're a starting quarterback. So
100%.
I think that is kind of the thing we'll go through here. But now I get your guy, Mr. Dak Prescott.
Back to back.
When I did this list, I will be honest, I understand that Dak struggled a lot last year. Really ugly plays with the football and some plays that really hurt his team. I would, though, put him in great, and I put him ahead of Daniel Jones just off of this. I'm assuming you agree, but is this where you'd put him?
I do agree. I think Dak is better than Danny. Dak is a solidified great in my eyes. Obviously, like you said, rough season happens to the best of us.
Mm-hmm.
When Dak is on, he's a rookie of the year candidate. He's freaking Pro Bowler. I was trying to get the right sport. Pro Bowler.
Sports.
Saying everything. He is an amazing quarterback that can lead the Cowboys to an NFC championship. So he's going in the great tier.
And I'll be honest, I think he genuinely has a case for being the second best quarterback in the NFC, which
100%.
is crazy. And again, I'm not trying to slander Dak, but if you put him in the AFC, he is like 5th, 6th, 7th,
top 5.
So, that's the difference of the NFC and AFC, where a Dak is probably second best here, in my opinion. I like it. I'm glad we both agree on the great. But now you get Mr. Sam Howell, the lore, the Washington Commanders lore. Are you going to give him some respect? We haven't. He took, I believe, 19 snaps last season. So basically a rookie.
Basically a rookie year.
Essentially. What have you got?
Sam.
Yeah.
Commanders, I'm sorry. I'm going to do it to y'all again. It's not going to be as bad as it could be, but it is going to be below average. I think he's going to be a solid below average. I don't want to put him in bad because, again, haven't really seen it. No. And in college, he showed some flashes of really solid quarterback play. There's a reason he's here in the league right now. So
agreed.
The Commanders are going to have a tough year. They don't really have a lot going on. He doesn't really have that many options around him, so that even hurts him even more so. So I'm going to give him below average. Sorry. Zay, what you?
This is one I'd agree with. And again, the big thing for Mo and I, another thing that, I'll clarify real quick. We originally had an unknown tier where we were going to plant rookies and guys we just obviously don't know a lot about. But it felt like kind of a cop out. Like let's
100%.
Let's take a shot. Let's
be analysts. Let's take predictions.
Yes, let's you guys don't want to see the it's an unknown. That's fun.
50-50.
No, let's take a guess. I'll put him up below average now because I'm not willing to throw him in bad. We haven't seen anything. And for an average quarterback, I have to either see something or feel really confident about what they can do as a pro. And I think Howell has potential to be a starting quarterback for the Commanders for the next couple seasons, but he also could get replaced next year or 100%. During the season. So
who's their backup?
They lost Heineke. They lost Wentz, which is a plus if we're being honest.
100%.
So I'm trying to Jacoby Brissett, who I like. I think
Jacoby.
He's like an average quarterback. So
I would agree. I'd put him in average. Yeah,
I would too. But we'll see. Howell obviously has way more potential than just being younger. So I'm willing to give the kid a shot, and I hope he proves us wrong, man. That would be great.
Maybe he comes out and is the offensive rookie of the year.
Yeah.
Well, can he even be because he took snaps or no?
No,
you can't. It's not. It's not like an MLB type.
Yeah.
Tough.
I also think football's different because I know in basketball it's that way too.
Yeah.
Where if you don't take it, which
I feel like, dude, you should get a full season. Like he played 3 games when their season was over. Like that's all right.
But I think Howell in the spot now is fine.
Yeah.
Now we go to a very interesting quarterback. Going to the NFC North, the first name here.
Division.
Very Justin Fields. Now, this is a guy with a lot of upside. I've been on the record to say I like the kid. They've filled the team out more for him this season, and he showed some flashes that he can be really, really good in this league. For now, I will put him in above average, and this is a strong above average.
Yep.
This is right below great. I think I need to see a little bit more of what he can do with that arm consistently, because we know what he can do with the legs. It's incredible. But if he can fill out a full season like he did this last year and the Bears can win games, absolutely willing to reassess this, put him in the great to elite tier. Do you agree with this, Mo? Too low, too high? What have you got?
I agree with you to an extent.
Okay.
I agree with putting him in the above average.
Okay.
But my view of him is in the above average, closer to average, not closer to great.
Yeah.
Just because I don't know, man. Yes, we had that crazy freaking run, 89-yard run, bursting by dudes. That's unheard of. You can't teach that. You can't teach that speed. You can't teach that size at that position.
No.
So obviously the upside's there. He could be an elite quarterback in this league. It's all there. We just have to see it. And that's what I'm about. I'm about seeing it. So based off of what I've seen, that's just where I'm going to put him. But overall ranking, I'll agree with you. I agree.
Yeah. And I think, I am bold on Fields, and it's hilarious that I'm a Packers fan. Yeah. Yes, I've gone to bat for him, even when he was getting slandered and everyone was saying he sucked. It's like, let the kid work it out. Like, he's still
give him some time, man.
Young. Yeah. Yes. The big difference between some of the other quarterbacks, even in this division, Kirk has made the playoffs multiple times, and Goff has made the playoffs, made a Super Bowl. Jordan Love is obviously below Fields just because we haven't seen anything with him. But, I think Fields could absolutely be a consistent Pro Bowler in the league, but we've got to see it consistently and not a 6 to 8 game stretch where they're still losing games. So
True.
That's kind of why I've got him here. Your turn, though. Kirk Cousins. You like that?
Big quirky Kirky. We got the guy.
What do we got, man? What do we got?
Shout out to Willie for 3.
Shout out Willie.
I'm gonna put Kirk. I'm a big Kirk guy. I've always been a Kirk guy.
Yep.
Kirk's an above average quarterback in my eyes, easily. He's proved it year in and year out. He is just solid. Obviously, the Vikings, they got weapons that help him. But he proved it too with the Redskins. He was solid there too. They didn't really have too much going on. They were winning games. Like, I just am a big Kirk believer. It's not like he has speed. He's not a scrambler.
No.
He's not the best. He's just kind of all around, just like solid. I can't really explain it, Zay. What do you got for Kirk?
Same thing. I am also a Kirk Cousins guy, and maybe it's because I'm not a Vikings fan, because it's really interesting. A lot of Vikings fans, I've found at least, don't like him.
Yeah.
Which is kind of weird to me.
I would be a fan of him if he was my quarterback.
I think, he's proven it. He's been able to take teams to the playoffs. Obviously hasn't been able to take that leap as in terms of like being in a Super Bowl or anything like that. But I like him in above average. I think if he was the quarterback of my team, I would feel decent about the position. So 100%. I agree with you. I agree. Now we go to Jared Goff, who has been to a Super Bowl. This is tough for me.
This is a tough one. I'm glad I didn't get this one, actually.
This one sucks.
Yeah.
This one kind of sucks because I'm debating 2 spots. He's either high end average to low end above. And I feel like he kind of fits next to Kirk Cousins in a tier. So I'll put him at above because, again, I like him. He's also coming off a really good year.
Yeah.
Like, for the Lions. This is going to be the season, though, where he has the opportunity to prove it because they're the favorites in the division now.
Yep.
If he can string together a division win and maybe a playoff game or 2, all of a sudden, I think we feel really confident about this, spot for Goff.
Yeah.
What do you think? Would you put him same?
right there with you on your thought process. I was between high end average and above average, and he fits in right next to Kirk. They look great next to each other. For some reason, so.
For some reason as quarterbacks. That my whole thing too is like I couldn't put Kirk there and not Goff because I feel like they're the same tier. Like they're really similar. Do. Yeah. So I also like Goff too. But you get my guy now. Okay. Mr. Jordan Love. This is one that is an absolute wild card. So what's your projection?
This is a tough one for me because like right away, my head thinks to haven't seen a lot below average.
Yeah.
But I just have a feeling in my chest that Jordan Love is better than Sam Howell.
Yeah.
I just there's something in me that he's better. So because we've set the below average bar, I'm going to put Jordan in average.
Yep.
That's my reasoning for this one. I don't really have much else other than we've set the bar with Sam Howell for below average. So
yeah,
what do you?
I agree. Obviously, being a Packers fan, I hope
you're fine with that.
Can grow into a great to fringe elite quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll see. We've seen some flashes, going back to that Eagles game last year, where he was storming the team back when they were getting their asses handed to them by Mr. Elite Jalen Hurts.
Yep.
And we saw some struggles, but also some good ball placement when they played Kansas City, when Aaron Rodgers was sick with a thing I don't think I can say on YouTube. But Love was able to step in. I think he's an average quarterback, and I hope for more. So I would agree with you.
Yeah, dude.
The next guy is Baker. I'm going to keep this one short and sweet. There's just no way he keeps his spot after this season. I would go as far to say he is the worst starting quarterback in the NFL. And I know you're a Baker guy, so I have a feeling we might butt heads on this one. But this is how I feel about Baker, man.
Say, bro, I'm a little baffled right now. That was way. We gotta put him in below average. No way. There's no way, dude. Okay, let me. Damn, he might be bad. No, dude.
Okay. I need to clarify because I sound like I'm hating. Like I sound like I have an agenda. I don't hate Baker Mayfield at all, and I was rooting for him in that Rams game. I genuinely was like, "Come on, man, show me that grit." Oklahoma legend. Like this is not an agenda against him. It's more like Howell is obviously the rookies. You don't know. But if the rookies fail, they're rookies. If Bryce Young or Stroud or Richardson or if Levis somehow starts, like you would understand if they played bad. It's their first year. Howell is basically in that same tier. Jordan Love we've seen a little bit more to feel a little bit more confident. He's also had years behind Aaron Rodgers to be, trained. Baker, I just don't. There's no way for me to see a world where he is not replaced at the end of this season. Like he'd have to ball out, and the Bucs would have to exceed expectations quite a bit.
Okay, that's probably where you got me because I don't think the Bucs are gonna be good.
It sucks. I don't want to put him in bad, especially.
I think, dude, right? It's the Sam Howell thing is
it's weird
because I feel like quarterback to quarterback. Dude. All right, let's just leave. We gotta move on. I'm gonna get sick. We gotta move on.
I am too. Okay, Ridder. Hey, Ridder, Desmond. Mr. Cincinnati. What have you got?
I'm gonna put him at. Dude, this is real. This is getting tough. This is getting tough.
Yeah,
because. I don't want to disrespect Desmond. I'm a Desmond fan. I'm a Desmond believer. I think he can be a solid quarterback in the league for a couple of years.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's going to be with the Falcons, though.
Mm-hmm.
So, with that being said, I'm gonna go with below average.
Wow.
I want to be faithful and I want to be open-minded and put him in the average tier, but I don't think so. Zay?
I have him as an average quarterback, but I sadly think that's his cap.
Yeah.
Like, I don't see, and maybe I'm wrong, he has a ton of weapons in Atlanta. So if he doesn't take a step with this squad this season, he's getting replaced, even if he is average.
It might be time to lace up the cleats, buddy.
Yeah, like or he'll be a guy who kind of like Marcus Mariota travels around as a backup and a spot starter. I'd put him in average. And the other reason was when I was doing this on my own, I'd feel weird putting Jordan Love in average and Ridder in below because we've seen Ridder and he's okay.
Pretty solid. Yeah, look, you got me on this one. Let's bump him up. I'm disrespecting him. I'm. This is like he's an average to. It's the same with the Yes, but I'll agree. Yeah,
it really is like I don't really care what tier he fell in because that's kind of it. But I don't know. I do think he has to play like as a great quarterback to not get replaced next year.
Yep.
If I'm being honest.
True.
Now we go to Derek Carr, which crazy enough is the best quarterback in this division. I like Carr quite a bit. This is another one I fought with on average or above. But I'm settling on above. I just have him above the Loves, the Ridders, the guys like that. We've seen what Carr can be. He can be a playoff quarterback. And I think the Saints are a team that's going to contend for the NFC South, which doesn't really say a lot, but I think he's a decent quarterback. What have you got, Mo? Too high?
No, I've always liked Derek Carr ever since the Fresno State days, man. I was always a fan. When he was getting slandered in LA, I never really understood it. Like obviously they were never successful. They never won a chip. They only made the playoffs was it once or twice? Like I don't even. So it wasn't really that successful of a time there, but he played well in a couple 3,000 yard seasons. I think he played well as a quarterback. So I think that's a fair assessment, above average. I'd put him there.
Okay. All right. I'm curious, would you put him above Fields then? Because you kind of talked about how Fields is. So. Okay.
I don't think so. That's I would say Carr is more average than Fields, but that's a good question.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. Now it's your take here. The rookie. Howell isn't a rookie, so but this is the first real true rookie. Haven't seen anything, not even preseason ball. Bryce Young, number 1 pick. What have you got, Mo? Where do you think he'll slate?
I believe Bryce Young is going to be an average quarterback in the NFL this year.
Yeah.
Then I think I'm going to keep predicting he's going to take a jump year 2 and go off and just be amazing. Maybe the Texans freaking make the playoffs. Sorry. Is it not
Panthers?
That's CJ. Sorry. Panthers.
Yeah.
Panthers. I think the Panthers might mess around, make the playoffs second year.
Yeah.
With Bryce. So
yep.
I just got a feeling, man. Everyone, he's too little, he's too this, he's too that. He hears that. It's adding to the fire. Totally. He was pretty damn good at Alabama. So I think he could be an average quarterback in the league. Zay, what you got?
I agree. I think, and this is honestly, kind of a preview. He's the only rookie quarterback I put in this tier because I like his spot. I like what he can be. I feel like an average quarterback his first year is a good sign. That is a sign that, if you can be decent through your first starts, through your first season, adjusting to life as an NFL player, that bodes well for the rest of his career. So no debate here. I agree with you.
Awesome. This one.
Kyler is tough because
this is very tough.
He's going to miss half the season probably. At least a decent chunk. I like Kyler, but he hasn't been able to. This is tough. I'm going to put him in above.
I'm very glad. I just wanted to, before you continue, I want to cut you off real quick.
Yeah.
The first tier list that we did, it had like a franchise quarterback thing. And I was like, he's their franchise quarterback, but I don't think he's franchise. Like, it's tough. They keep going. So I just had to throw that in there.
No, I completely agree with you. Mm-hmm. And it's tough because I like Kyler. I really do. Mm-hmm. But the injuries are now starting to be a bit of a problem. Yep. There's the stuff behind the scenes, which I can't comment on. I don't know him personally. He seems to be a good person. It seems to just be one of those things where football isn't his life. Yeah. And that's okay.
Okay.
Like, I don't take an issue with that. He's a human being before he's a football player. Yeah. I'd put him at above, but he is a guy who absolutely could ball in the great and even elite tier, if I'm being honest.
I agree.
When he's really hitting his stride. But going into this season, coming off an ACL tear, I feel like above average is a fair place for him.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. Where would you put him in the above average mix if you had to?
I feel like that's a fair spot right there. In between Kirk and we're going to split up the bromance.
Yeah, we're splitting up the bros. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that's a fair spot.
Yeah, I think so too.
Okay.
This one, have fun with this, Mo.
Brock
Purdy. Dynasty GOAT for you.
My GOAT. Do I get disrespectful here or do I get...
wow. This is tough, man. I can't lie to you.
Okay, here is where I'm at. I'm going to lead you through my thought process before I give my answer.
Okay.
Brock Purdy right now, he is going to be if he was in the average tier, he'd be my number one average. Not even close.
Yep.
I'm leaning. Fuck it. He's better than Derek Carr. Put him in above average. Put him in above average.
Okay. Yo, the confidence that you just had sold me. Because Mo, that was literally, I would have said the same thing if he is the best average to lower end above.
Yep.
I'm cool with it.
Okay, perfect. Cool I just felt it.
I love it.
Send it. Okay.
I'm not mad at it.
Yeah.
Okay, we got two more. Geno, who has been a big talking point on this channel.
Yes, he has.
So I at this point, people know I'm a big Geno fan.
Mm-hmm.
I'd put him in above.
Yeah.
I really would. I'd put him ahead of Carr, Purdy. Fields at this very moment was able to take a team to the playoffs. Goff is tough, but probably over him. And then Kyler's tough.
Yeah, that's where
Kyler and Kirk. Kirk I've seen consistently play like him, like Kirk. So I'd probably put him in above, but I do love Geno, man.
Dude, like, this is like, I don't want the Seahawks fans to think like, I don't think he's as good as, like, I still think he's good. I don't think he's as good as everyone's saying. Like, I'm a Geno. Yeah. Again, they wrote him off, bro. I like it. I love the passion. I love the fire.
Mm-hmm.
For me, I might slip Goff ahead, but I'll let you have it. I'll let you, unless you want.
No, that's a compromise I'm willing to make.
Okay.
That's fine.
Okay.
That's okay
but
with me.
I'm fine with keeping him in the above average, especially after last year.
Yeah.
Hype coming in.
Yep.
They got better.
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to be better, but they got better. Yeah. So we'll see, man. We'll see.
Yeah. I just think it's a good spot for him. I think when you look at the quarterbacks that are in that tier, he stacks up.
Yeah.
So, yeah. The last one, though, damn it. I did not want this one at all.
Yeah, that's a very...
The final name on this list, Mr. Matthew Stafford, Super Bowl champion. Oh man, Mo.
Dude, I'm lucky. I got blessed on my picks because some of yours were.
I did get Hurts.
Yeah.
So that helped. And Dak. So I got a couple bailouts.
True.
Dude, Mo, this is okay.
Because I don't know where.
He's just really banged up, man.
Right? And getting older.
Yeah. On a worse team.
That's how his team sucks.
Yep. Like, I have in my notes average as the best.
Yeah.
But then look
at our above. Yes. Like, we're going to put him in average and then all those guys in above average.
And I listen, I believe Kyler is a better quarterback than Matthew Stafford, but I was willing to put him here after an ACL tear. So it feels off to not put Stafford there, right?
But it might have to
be.
It might have to be. Dude, we're ending the video off.
This is hard, man. And okay, if you would have asked me this like their Super Bowl season, he's above average to great. Like he balled.
Easily.
But after the injuries and the age and the team.
Do it, Zay. I think we know it's right. As
Jordan,
tough,
I'm sorry.
As weird as it is to see, I think that's right. As unfortunate as it is, I think that's where we are in his career.
I think so too.
Maybe comes out and proves us wrong.
Yes, and I hope so
because his team sucks. But
and you also
I hope Matthew has a great year.
Yeah, you have Coop, who's also coming off injuries. Like that team is just not. Jalen Ramsey. They've gutted that roster.
Yeah,
and they won their Super Bowl, so it doesn't matter. But that's tough, man.
That's a tough sight to see. I can't lie.
That is hard. That's okay. So I'd say that is the one player where there's a couple players.
I was about to say
yeah. But okay, yeah. Let's go tier by tier. Let's see. Elite Hurts, no disagreements, right?
That's golden.
Okay. Danny.
This is where Danny might have to slide down.
Yeah. I agree with you. I agree with you.
Yeah, he's gonna have to go down.
And I like Danny. Like
I love Danny.
He absolutely could be and even I'll be. Oh man, I don't know if I want to say that take.
Okay.
No, I'll say it. I'm not gonna lie. It feels weird even having Dak there. Like it feels, and I like Dak. I'm not saying I want to put him down in the tier, but it makes it seem like there's this big gap between him and Kirk, and there's not.
There really isn't.
Besides the fact one's a cowboy.
There really dude.
And I'm not saying, and I want to put him down because I had him in great with you.
There's no way we can, dude. There's no way we can. We have to leave him.
I think we have to leave him. But Danny, I'm cool with putting.
Danny, I'm cool with moving down.
With putting down above.
Do we? Okay. I have something.
Okay, hit me.
I might.
Yeah. I have a thought, and I wonder if it's the same. Go ahead.
I feel like Derek Carr might need to be average.
Wow.
I don't know. What was your thought? Man. What was your thought?
I was gonna say Purdy.
Okay.
And I like
Purdy too. Dude.
We just haven't seen a full this season of Purdy. One. Okay, so the important thing is for the Niners, it does not matter who their quarterback is. It could be you or me.
They're gonna succeed,
and they'd be a playoff team.
Yep.
So it doesn't really matter. But this season is gonna. I think he'll be the starter. I think
he will.
I'd be pretty surprised if he wasn't. So this will be the season. We'll see, man. Like,
is he really about that life, or was it a fluke 6-7-1 or whatever it was?
And because now you have defenses are scheming Brock Purdy. They're not like, oh, is it Trey Lance? Is it this? Is it that? It's like, no, it'll be Purdy. They're scheming Brock Purdy. They're watching his film alone.
Could be a detriment to his game for sure.
So he's above.
Okay.
And I'm cool with keeping him.
Should we slot? Okay.
The Carr one's tough, man.
Yeah, I might need to rescind that statement.
But I understand.
It's just because, dude, it's the Stafford
it really
thing is throwing me off, bro.
It really is.
I mean, I feel the one for me is Kyler, because I think he should be great, but
I do too.
It's just like we can't put him there right now.
No, and that's because I agree. I think if he was healthy and coming off like a standard Kyler season, standard Pro Bowl Kyler season, I put him great, and I wouldn't
bat an eye.
Yeah, like that would be it. I'd even debate him over Dak, like, but it's the fact he's coming off a big injury that has to be a factor. True.
I also feel like this tier list is just skewed for me because we have one guy in elite, one guy in great. We're in the AFC. We're gonna add probably 4 to 5 guys to elite.
Yes,
probably 1 to 2 to great.
So
just a little skewed right now. So I think. Zay, what do you think? What do you think? Final, call it an NFC tier list.
I think this is it, man. I really do.
I can't believe Baker's.
I was gonna say, and I like him, man.
Oh yeah, we have to keep it, man. I'm sorry,
Baker. Yeah, man. Like, please no, to if any of these quarterbacks happen to stumble upon this video
somehow. Some way,
some reason, please don't take it like Matthew Stafford. I'm a Packers fan. I'm sorry, this feels off, but it's the injuries and you're older, man. Like,
and dude, your team isn't helping you. Like that all that stuff was a factor into these selections for me. So
and
it's tough, but
Howell can absolutely move up. He can also move down. So bless you. Yeah, man, I think this is the list.
I'm fine with it. We could probably do this for another 45 minutes, maybe being like, oh, this guy. I think we just gotta be happy with it because it's a pretty solid list.
Yeah, I totally agree, and it's tough, man. It's hard to tier these guys off, and this is a projection too, like the Bryce Young thing. We don't know.
No
he
idea.
Could suck.
Like he could be below average or bad. Yeah,
and I would be shocked, but we haven't seen him. So
the one thing I'm very surprised you already previewed it. You don't have your guy Richardson in average. I guess
that's a nice little preview.
I guess that's for Monday.
Preview Monday's video. You can see the players below. AFC will do this exact same thing with the AFC.
It's going to be
looking forward to
challenging. That one is going to be.
It's going to be a lot of elites, greats.
Yep.
Not many averages. Like it's ridiculous in the AFC.
Insane.
So that's the video. Let us know if you agree, disagree,
think we're stupid, think we're smart. Anything, comment, let us know.
Yep.
We appreciate it.
Totally. And you will have the AFC video this Monday. We're looking forward to filming that one. It's gonna be interesting for 100%, sure. So 100%. We're excited. Before we sign off, song of the pod.
You know the deal by now.
Baby. Mo, do you have one you'd like to take it away first?
I have an amazing song.
Come on, baby.
Might be my favorite song of all time.
Oh, wow.
From my favorite band of all time.
Okay.
I've been on a rock kick. We're throwing it back to the 1999 year. Red Hot Chili Peppers, Scar Tissue, one of the greatest instrumentals of all time in my eyes.
Real.
I cannot get enough of the guitar solo at the end. It's just, that song
gets so me. Good. It's so good. That whole album is good.
Unreal.
So
my favorite band ever, man.
Great pick. Great pick.
You,
I'm going with some underground music. Some underground music. So y'all get in.
Okay.
Everybody's Safe Until by Paris, Texas. It's a duo. They're really, really dope. Hip hop group. Absolutely are going to get popular. Here's my take.
Okay.
When Paris, Texas gets popular and you didn't watch the end of this video, I'm a laugh. I'm gonna be like, yo, guys.
I tried to put you on.
I
tried to get you clout.
That music
you didn't want to follow.
Exactly, man. The music video's fire, and there is a transition in the song, the final 30 seconds, that is just ear-gasming good. So,
dude, any song that has a switch up, a something, I'm in. So I'm tuning in. I didn't know about this until now.
Great.
So okay,
it's great. They're a great group. So lock in. There's your music. Little Red Hot Chili Peppers. Come on, baby. Classic.
Y'all got to go turn up over the weekend with the tune. So
Yep. We thank you guys for joining us. We appreciate all the love. Say it every time.
Yep.
And we will see y'all in the AFC quarterback tier video.
Later, everyone.
Peace.